Hello everybody! While the Diablo IV beta has come to a close, I wanted to make a short video talking about the world boss Ashava. There's a lot of people that are worried about this world boss and how it's been implemented, and more particularly, they're worried about the time-gated resource. So I wanted to confirm a couple things while I had some footage of me fighting it in the background. First, this is the only world boss that we had access to during the beta, but in the full game there are going to be multiple world bosses, which will probably all be on different times and different days of the week. 2. When you're fighting this boss, every time you defeat the world boss, it will drop a guaranteed set of legendary items. It might drop a lot less legendaries when the full game ends up releasing, because the developers did confirm that they did have an increased drop chance during the beta, but it still stands to reason that this will be one of the best ways to get a lot of legendary gear pretty quickly. Now, the time-gated resource that I was mentioning is a weekly cache. So this is an item that you can get from this world boss for defeating it once per week. Essentially, the boss itself will end up dropping some legendaries, and you can open the cache for additional legendaries. The point being is that if you end up fighting the same world boss more than once a week, the next time you fight it, you won't get the cache, but you'll still end up getting some legendary drops. I really enjoyed my time with this boss. I found its mechanics to be really cool. You could get through the entirety of the fight without taking a hit, but one of the big problems is that if you're not strong enough, then you won't be able to defeat it in time before it despawns. Now, during the beta at level 25 with my Necromancer and a bunch of other people, the boss was averaging like maybe around 10 minutes per kill, which isn't awful, 10 minutes for one world boss per week, assuming that when the full game's out and we're a lot stronger, we could cut that time in half. But one thing that I am worried about is that a lot of the enemies and a lot of the difficulty in this game will scale towards your level. So this world boss might actually scale with you as you go higher and higher in the world tiers, which could end up being pretty bad. The reason why you would want to do this though is because as you go to higher world tiers, the legendary drops or the gear drops are going to end up being at a higher power level. Sure, you could go to tier 1 world and probably just fight this boss solo if you were max level, but you're gonna end up getting garbage for it. Anyways, that about covers everything that I wanted to talk about in today's video. I hope you guys and gals ended up having as much fun as I did with the beta and are looking forward to the day 1 queue on the live release.